Get in the morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy on Nova.
Pay attention, all blue-eyed people. Yeah, that's right, you bunch of dirty birds.
That's me.
For a while now, there's been a theory that every blue-eyed person is related, that they all descend from the one original old blue eyes. Laser eye surgeon and TikTok user Dr. Dave Allenby.
Oh, TikTok user.
I know. When you put into your bio TikTok user, that's when you go to the next level.
Listen, laser eye surgeon, full stop. You don't need TikTok user after that.
And TikTok user. Maybe if you're some sort of surgeon, do you even need to go on TikTok? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Someone said to Dr. Allenby across the journey, hey, to connect with the youth, jump on the TikTok. The tic-tac.
Or the tic-tac, as you called it last week.
What's this tic-tac thing? Anyway, he explained in a video that all blue-eyed people are related, saying they're all descended from one person that lived near the Black Sea 6,000 to 10,000 years ago. That person got a mutation in the gene. Mutation, that's a strong word. Chromosome 15 breaking brown eyes into blue. He's likely referring to a 2008 study from the University of Copenhagen where a team of scientists were able to track down this original genetic mutation. Put your hand up if you've got blue eyes. Ah! Any sort of feedback? Any sort of, I don't know. Can we have a history lesson right here? Abs, where do we go with this?
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Everyone knows where this is going.
Well,
mate.
Jodie is from Hobart.
Oh, every single time. Do we have to go down this path? Yeah.
So what you're trying to say is that I didn't need to have blue eyes to realise that we all came from the one person down there. Is that what you're trying to say?
It just makes you wonder.
As soon as you started this story, I was like, oh, here we go.
It just makes you think. That's all I'm saying. It really makes you think when you think about it. Do you know what I mean, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, mate. I get it, Abs. I get it, Hazy.
Abs hasn't even really said anything. But you can tell and look in her eyes, which are brown, by the way.
I do have brown eyes, but so what do we think her family tree looks like?
Oh, okay. No, that's enough.
Well, it could be just one person, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys have somehow interbred and just sort of descended off.
Yeah.
And then eventually got yourselves to the mainland, and here we are. Oh, blue-eyed Jodie over there.
Are you all blue-eyed in your family?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Down.
Tassie thing.
Okay, do you all feel better about yourselves now? Yeah, we all good?
Yes. And if you've got blue eyes, have a look yourself in the mirror and just think, oh, you sicko.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
If you're a tradie heading to work this morning or you're just heading to the gym, whatever are you up to, you would have woken up this morning going, what's going on in the world? Well,
What do I need to know?
we're lucky we've got newsreader Abby to guide us through and navigate the last 24 hours in news. Go for it, Abs.
Good morning. So this was a big one. Panda, we've been on Panda Watch all week, let's be honest. We've been on Panda Chat. We are getting 2 new pandas. Confirmed, official. Yep. Wong and Funi will be heading back to their mainland.
Right.
Yeah.
In disgrace?
In disgrace because they didn't give us a baby. Damn them. But yeah, so the Chinese Premier came to Australia. He started his day or his trip off in Adelaide, had a lot of panda and wine chat. And the Panda Chat was that, yes, we're getting 2 new pandas. November, that will be happening. And Wang and Funi will return to their hometown by the end of the year.
Oh, see you guys.
I know exactly what's going to happen here. As soon as I get back to China, bang. Pregnant. It's just, it must be the environment.
Well,
what's happening?
it's like a friend of mine who got pregnant via IVF, right?
Yeah.
So spent all that money on having a baby, and then literally 5 seconds after she had that baby, she fell pregnant naturally.
Wow.
It's like when the pressure's off, that's when it happens.
Yeah, I reckon that's what's going to happen. They'll head back and she'll get pregnant.
She calls the second child the cut price baby.
Okay. There you go.
But they're promising to be equally beautiful, lively, cute, and younger.
Oh.
So trade them in.
This is like the old having an affair with the secretary
Right,
situation,
it's
is
okay.
it?
A couple of young pandas.
We get it.
I hope they like us, like violently watching them do it. I hope they can perform. We're like,
What
go,
happens?
We're like, go, mate.
But what happens if they started that practice and there's kids walking through, like, is there a curtain that quickly
mate.
shuts?
It's just nature.
Yeah, but come on, you don't want your kids I mean, I don't even have children. I wouldn't want my nieces and nephews seeing that.
Yeah, also, what's the odds? It's like a 2-minute window per year. Of kids saying it.
I know.
Small.
In the Oddy household, that's like the equivalent of them catching mum and dad.
Yeah.
It's a 2-minute window a year.
2-minute window per year.
Wow.
That's not bad. 2 minutes. Mine's about a minute and a half.
And mine's none, so we're off to a flyer.
6-year-old and a 3-year-old and an 8-month-old. See what happens there.
Let's change pace for just a moment. Just the most horrendous footage has emerged this morning of a roller coaster ride in Oregon. 28 people were stuck dangling upside down at a Portland theme park for guess how long? Half an hour.
No, thanks.
Half an hour. And I reckon, it looks like they're about, 10 metres in the air, minimum.
Yeah. Just upside down, and all the blood goes to your head.
So if you were to go upside down for like 1 minute, do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, go on.
Ready?
Here we go.
Go! Oh, that's enough. No,
Yeah.
half an hour.
That's ridiculous.
Half an hour, Andrew.
They can't be good for you as well physically when all the blood actually flows to your head like that.
Yeah. And can you imagine the panic? Imagine the panic you would feel.
Yeah. And at what stage you're like, okay, we're used to it now?
No.
Like you'd panic for a few minutes and you're like, okay, we're upside down.
I'd be panicking the whole time.
The whole entire time. You would have nightmares about that for the rest of your life, wouldn't you? Yeah, disgusting. And I think there was one in England too that broke down at the highest peak, didn't it?
Britain's highest or tallest roller coaster that shut down as well yesterday. So there's been 2 incidents over the last 48 hours.
There is a moral to this story. And for me, it's the regret of actually going upside down and sticking my bum in the air knowing that there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the moral to this story.
Right, I thought you were going to say never gone
Although
roller
in
coaster.
saying that, have you been to Movie World and have you been on the Superman roller coaster?
I wouldn't even... no, my kids have.
Oh, that is wild, that thing.
They lined up for an hour, and it goes for about 12 seconds, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
There you go.
I'm not a
Outrageous
ride
stuff.
person. You a ride person?
I'm not a ride person if I never touch a roller
I didn't
coaster
think
ever
I
in my
was,
life.
but then I loved it. So
Really?
Yeah.
No, hate it. Hate everything about it.
Oh, there you go. That is your post-it snooze.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
Yes, we're led so fearlessly and courageously by newsreader Abby, who joins us. G'day, Abby.
Good morning.
Good morning. I really like mine today.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've just given us a bit of a heads up, and I'm a bit worried.
No,
but-
you'll be right. We'll be right. We'll get through this together.
All right, maybe you start.
Okay, I might kick things off, and it's a bit of a double effort from me this morning, if you don't mind.
No, you've said to me before it's one joke at a time.
one
You told
joke,
me that.
yeah.
One joke. What if we have a quick guest appearance from my son Henry?
Oh, that's okay then.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
We'll allow it.
All right, let's see how high Henry can set the bar this morning. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
What do you call a blueberry dressed up as a ghost?
What?
A blueberry.
Bang.
Yes, a blueberry.
You get it, Abs?
I get it.
Oh, very nice. On that note,
Okay.
I'll kick things off.
Okay.
A man walks into an enchanted forest and tries to cut down a talking tree. You can't cut me down, the tree exclaims. I'm a talking tree, the man responds. You may be a talking tree, but you will dialogue.
Wow.
I'm not sure that you get it.
I get
or you're
it.
so disgusted with the joke.
Wow.
That's good.
That set the bar super high this
I'm
morning.
a dad, all right? I'm a dad.
Yeah. You can go next, Abs.
No, you go.
No, mine's quite long. You go.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. All right, so little Billy was at the zoo over the weekend and he's wandering around and they go to the elephant enclosure. He says to his mum, what's that? And Mum goes, what? And he goes, well, the thing hanging down on the elephant.
dear.
Mum says, oh, that's his trunk. And Billy says, no, the other end, Mum. What's that? Anyway, Mum gets all flustered. Oh, I don't know. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. So Billy turns to his dad. He says, Dad, what's between the elephant's legs? And his dad goes, well, what did your mum say it was? And Billy said, oh, nothing. That's why I'm asking you. His dad looks fondly at his son and says, yeah, that's the trouble with your mother. She's been spoiled.
One for Dad. Okay.
Very nice. Oh,
Okay, I really talked this one up, so hopefully you like it. Okay. A man was stuck on a desert island with a pig and a dog. And after a while, been there for a bit, the pig started to look pretty good. So the man approached the pig and started to get a little bit amorous, if you know what I mean, giving the little piggy a kiss on the nose, etc. But the dog got angry and started barking at the man and growling and attacking him, so he gave up on the pig. Another night, the dog was asleep and he thought, I might try this again. So he sneaks up to the little piggy, gives him a bit of a caress, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But the dog woke up and started barking at the man again and attacking him and biting him on the leg.
So angry.
Plot twist.
Exactly what it sounded like.
Plot twist, the dog was Tank.
Yeah. Then about a month later, the hottest blonde you have ever seen in your life became shipwrecked on the island. And the man turns to her and says, oh, thank God you're here. Can you help me? I need you to hold this dog.
Oh, you have to explain to me.
You don't get it.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I get it. You're right. That is.
Wow.
Oh,
That was spicy.
I think my brain straight away went, nah, it couldn't be. But it was.
And do you know what makes that joke innocent? Because I have stolen that off Betty White, who told it to Rue McLennan on the set of The Golden Girls, and it was picked up on a hot mic. There you go.
And then everyone was like, did Betty just say
Usually it's me
My
that...
grandma just tell that joke about a dog.
Usually it's me that I think I'm going to get fired, but today it's on you.
Do you think I'll get fired for that?
Oh, we'll
fine.
see. Wait and see. Well, should I dump it? Oh, no, it's too late now. Oh, there's your Monday morning joke off. Aliens might be living among us, Jodes. That's according to a study by Harvard academics. They're talking about it at Harvard.
Oh.
They're the big dogs, okay?
Yeah.
So if they're talking about it, it's probably true. A new paper suggests extraterrestrials could be also living underground or in a base inside the moon.
Ooh.
Aliens are everywhere.
Wow.
That's the newest suggestion. The study by Harvard University's Human Flourishing Program, top program by the way, further puts forward the idea that UFOs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, may be spaceships visiting their Earth-based alien friends.
Hey.
So any one of us, at any time, your best mate could be an extraterrestrial.
Can I just digress for one moment? You know Harvard University, right? So you know those Harvard T-shirts that you can buy at Cotton On?
Yeah.
Does that mean the people that buy them have been to Harvard, or it's just like a branding thing?
No, it means you're an alien. Classic alien move.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything you do, Jodes, exposes you as perhaps a little alien. Just trying to find your way on planet Earth.
That's it.
Makes you wonder though, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, who could possibly be an alien?
Yeah. And also, I think if we got attacked by aliens, we've got no defence.
No.
We're all going to die.
We're probably going to die because what we feel like we know about aliens is that they're more advanced than us.
Yes.
And they've got that mind power thing.
Yeah.
Where they make you do things because of their mind.
What sort of things do they make you do, Andrew?
Gosh, I don't want to talk about it. Okay? I don't want to talk about it. Here's a list of people who I'm pretty sure are aliens.
Oh.
And most of them are politicians.
Okay.
You ready? Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Is definitely an alien.
Has to be.
If he's not an alien, then I don't know what's going on.
Well, he will be soon.
Yeah.
When he passes over, he'll become an alien.
You're going to tell me there's not a little bloke inside him pulling all the levers? Absolutely. There's probably Trump as well.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alien v. alien. If Tony Abbott isn't an alien, then I'll tell you what, I will eat my hat.
Really?
He's like, how do I interact with humans? I'll eat an onion. Peter Dutton. Oh, come on.
Oh, Pete.
Come on.
Okay.
It's giving you real alien vibes.
Yeah, a
isn't he?
little bit.
Also, Clive Palmer. He's a hungry alien.
Yeah.
Clive.
He certainly is.
He's feasting on our produce, that's for sure. And probably Pauline Hanson as well.
Oh, absolutely. Did you see on the weekend that she's bloody got Robert Irwin into a cartoon about Queensland?
Classic alien move.
Do not.
isn't
That's like shooting Bambi.
it? Oh, no, don't be silly.
Leave little Robbie alone.
You got any?
I would, if the first person that came to my mind when you said humans as aliens, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, Zuck. He's too smart. So one, he looks like an alien, but also he's too smart.
Yeah.
Like blend in, dumb it down a little bit, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't have to be the smartest person in the room all the time, Mark.
100%.
Here comes Zuck again, being an
comes Zuck.
absolute smartass.
Here we go. Oh, the little man inside his head just pulling all the levers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, no, we're not that smart, mate.
Yeah, we get it. You've got all these algorithms that control our lives on social media. We understand.
There you go. Hey, loosely, 13 24 10, who's an alien? Give us a call. Dob 'em in. Is it you?
Is it your mother-in-law?
Is it your mother-in-law? Probably. You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Predators of this AFL season stalk their opposition from behind and with a clean kill.
Yeah, that's right. The Swans came up from behind and they bit you.
Yeah.
They bit you right on the bum.
The fans sounded quite happy about that, didn't they?
Yeah, a bit of feedback. You know what we thought, Jodes? We thought, why not we get one of the top shelf of the experts on.
Sure.
To try and sort of go inside what is exactly happening with the Crows.
Well, he knows what goes on behind closed doors, doesn't he?
He does.
Your mate.
Oh, Scott
do it.
Kemper, really, 252 games, all Australian. A Carlton Premiership player, and he joins us on Nova. Good morning, Cambo. Yeah.
Hi, good morning, Jodie and Hazy. Can I just start, Hazy? I've been called a lot of things coming down from the coach's box, but never a beautiful alien.
And no doubt coming down from the coach's box, I mean, you'd always have some beautiful message to your players like this sort of stuff, Campo.
I bring you love.
And also some solid feedback.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of solid feedback these days, is there?
Yeah, firstly, I have to say, Campo, every time Coach Campo's on, I do text Andrew and go, just that was a beautiful addition this week.
It's just top shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Some of your best work. Okay, so the lead story on the Advertiser today, inside story, the truth behind the Crows Boys Club. Do we have an issue down there at the Crows in terms of what's going on behind the scenes?
Oh, look, it's an interesting one. I mean, footy clubs are made up of a lot of parts, and I think if you focus on one area when the team's not going that well, that can be quite misleading. And unfortunately, at this point in time with Adelaide, there's a lot of parts that are just not humming together. And you see the team that they played against on Saturday night, there's a lot of alignment there in the way that they go about things on and off the field. So at the moment, that's probably the biggest issue.
I think first and foremost, Campo, we could probably all agree that even if the Crows were sitting 6th or 7th or maybe even 5th, they're probably still going to lose to the Swans. They're absolutely red hot. Matthew Nick said after the press conference that despite where they're sitting, they're still on a positive path and he's happy with the direction that they're going. Do you agree on that, or is it falling short?
Oh, well, I think everyone had high expectations, didn't we, after the way they finished in 2023 and just falling short, and I guess some of the results that they were able to do against some of the top 8 teams. We thought that, I guess, the natural progression would be that they would move forward, but I think expectations sort of got hold of them a little bit, whether that's internally with the playing group as well, that they just haven't lived up to the expectation. And there's been a couple of, I mean, you can blame some injuries, but, you know, Collingwood yesterday, they're not blaming injuries. They came back to 54 points. So ultimately, you know, they're under par this year in terms of the way they've gone about it. But, I mean, Sydney was phenomenal the other night. I mean, Adelaide couldn't have played any better in that first sort of quarter and a half. We called the game for AA, and not that we were pleasantly surprised. We always think that Adelaide bring their effort and their pressure, and they certainly were able to do that. But Sydney just put the foot down pretty much halfway through that second quarter, and Adelaide just could go with them.
Campo, you would have been at clubs when things aren't going well. How hard would the players be taking it right now?
Yeah, it's bloody hard, Jodie. You know, like they feel it more than anyone. They're not trying to go out there and not play well or not win games of footy. You know, they're elite sports people in their field, and they have a lot of pride in their performance. And ultimately, yeah, they do take it to heart as well as the coaches. So they've got a bye now, which might be a good thing, just to, I guess, refresh, get away, clear the head, as we always do sometimes in our jobs. You just need a bit of a mental release, go and play some golf, don't think about footy, and hopefully they can attack after the season.
Campo, can you just tell us, particularly your journey when you're at the Crows, can you just tell us how much you loved sports journalists? And because I seem to remember a few occasions where you weren't afraid to give the old one-word answer if you weren't satisfied with the question.
Yeah, well, that was due to Hazy because, you know, I'd been coding all night, you know, and I was a little bit tired, a little bit grumpy from what's happened. But, I mean, ultimately now I guess I'm on the other side, for want of a better word. You have a balance in it. You understand that there's frustration there. particularly from a coaching perspective, you're always trying to find ways as to why we're not playing well and helping players and doing all those things. And when it's not clicking, it just becomes very frustrating. But and then you get asked, some.
Was it a stupid question? Just say it was a stupid question, Campo. It was a stupid question.
Well, you can sometimes. I mean, our old mate Theo copped one. It was a bit of a joke after. But yeah, unfortunately, you've got to play party line.
I love your form. I just love your form, Campo, sitting there on the other side going, I hate media. I hate the media. What a bag of scum. Next minute, you're sitting up there on the desk at Channel 7 doing Coach Campo. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's easy on the other side, Jodie, that's for sure.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for that insight. It's pretty invaluable. So, yeah, let's hope the Crows, now that the pressure's off and finals are out of the equation, that they can turn things around.
Good on you guys. Have a good day.
There you go. Scott Camperelli joining us on Nova. Who saw that coming too? I like it.
What was the question? I want to know now.
Oh, I can't remember. Do you remember one of my first interviews, actually? I spoke to Campo before a game and I asked him if there were any late changes. He expects me to go, no, we'll go in as is. And he just went, nah. And then I went, I forgot my next question. Rattled me because he looks you deep in the eye, looks into your soul and gives you one word answer.
No.
Oh, it hurts.
Explosive Beckham claims in a new book called The House of Beckham. Okay, so let me take you back 8 years ago, and those allegations emerged that David had an affair with his personal assistant, Rebecca Luce.
This is, did you say 8 years ago?
Yeah.
So it's happened a few times then?
No.
Has Beck strayed a couple of times?
No, just once.
I thought he had an affair with the babysitter as well, the nanny.
No, this is the same story.
Oh, okay, personal assistant. I feel like that was more than 8 years ago.
Well, it possibly was, but around 8 years ago, the relationship became so sour that they started, allegedly in this book, feeding stories to the media about each other. Ooh. So it all started, he went on the project with Lisa Wilkinson here in Australia and called their relationship Hard Work. And according to the book, it was like a nuclear bomb went off with Victoria. So her husband's disloyalty baffled her. His truthfulness had destroyed her efforts to conjure up an image of happy families. Why, she sobbed, would David embarrass her?
Wow.
And then she leaked stories about being full of rage and recrimination after learning about what he said in the interview. And then the two publicists began to compete, feeding negative stories to their favourite tabloid journalists.
That is unbelievable. Imagine getting one of those stories and then taking it back to your boss and be like, I've got this story on Victoria Beckham. No, okay, can we go with it? Who's the source? David Beckham.
So good. There's a couple of stories that I want to touch on. So can you remember he was playing in Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was in London. She was working on her fashion line. He flew into London to have a dinner, and in the restaurant they had a massive foul mouth argument. So that all blew up. And then the next year there was more tension at Glastonbury. So David flew in a day earlier, partied with models till 5 o'clock in the morning and was ignoring her calls. And so then she's jumped in one of those golf buggies and screamed through Glastonbury and got to the VIP area, and then they had another big blow up then. So according to the book, the Beckhams are worth a combined $778 million, and they stayed together just for the brand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Couldn't break up with the brand.
No, but the couple also revealed their marriage woes in that Netflix docuseries Beckham, which is actually really quite good if you're looking for something to do. She confessed in that we were against each other at their lowest point, while David said, I don't know how we got through it. So just goes to prove all the money in the world doesn't help a relationship if it's not healthy and if it's toxic. No. But they got through. So
they got through.
Here we are. They also confessed on that Netflix series that Victoria had quite the privileged upbringing. Remember this?
Yeah.
We're very working class.
Be honest.
I am being honest.
Yes, did you go up the river? You used to get dropped off with a Rolls Royce.
Yes, and she said my dad dropped me off.
Be honest.
How'd you get dropped off to school at the farm?
I used to walk to school 15 miles each and every day. No, I think we had a Datsun early on.
Be honest.
Be honest. Trust me, it was a Datsun. I think it had 3 wheels at one stage.